Hi, Sharyn Bovat, voice of a moderate. I brought my plants inside because it's hot outside, headed to the Democratic convention. You see, the Republicans had a very interesting convention. We saw a convention on television that showed a businessman with like 4 awesome kids and a fifth one, a young one that we didn't get to hear from. Hey, where was Barron? Come on. Well, anyway, what happened was we learned that Donald Trump is a man that has raised good kids, that has great skills when it comes to infrastructure. And America has some serious infrastructure problems. So there is an opportunity to fix a lot of America's ills and create real jobs. You see, in the 2010 stimulus that happened to create jobs during the Obama administration, there was a lot of fraud and cronyism. And also, a lot of those jobs went to China and they went overseas. You see, we gave multinationals money that outsource everything. And it found out at the end of the day that it cost over $2 million per job created with the 2010 stimulus. Now, we got to get people back to work in America, and we're not going to get people back to work if we do stimuluses that are fueled by cronyism, by greed, by I know this, I know that. Let's get the lobbyists to help put this bill together. Why do you think Obamacare sucks? Obamacare has some good points. The pre-existing conditions are good. The Obamacare premise of healthcare for all was good. Americans want that. I'm voice of a moderate. I know that. But I also know that I was told that with Obamacare you could keep your doctors, you can't keep your doctors, premiums are escalating, and it just doesn't work. And it doesn't work because lobbyists were in on the creation of Obamacare. What people are telling me is that they like Donald Trump because he's not going to listen to the lobbyist. Now, I will say this, at the end of the day, he probably will listen to a few lobbyists. Everyone listens to lobbyists in D.C. because they're everywhere. You can't go anywhere in D.C. without getting near one. And some of them are not horrible people. A lobbyist, if they're just educating somebody on their product, it's okay. But when a lobbyist put so much money into a campaign, they expect something for their money. And people pretty much know in America, at least 70%, that Clinton is going to owe people favors because she's raised a hell of a lot of money, and that money is going to go for ads to destroy Trump. And what did those lobbyists get that have given Hillary money, or people have given Hillary a lot of money? She's begging for dollar donors because she wants to show she has a lot of individuals. Now, most candidates don't beg for dollar donors, but see, she has so many big donors, the dollar donors, they offset each other. And so I think that's what makes Bernie so special, is that he had a lot of little donors, and little donors means he's a man of the people. And so anyways, I'm going to interview some big Bernie people because I think some alliances can be made. You see, there was an alliance that happened to get rid of Eric Cantor. Eric Cantor cut the funding for PTSD for vets, and it made a lot of people mad. So there was a wonderful coalition between the Tea Party and the Progressives. And with that coalition, we were able to get rid of Eric Cantor. And granted, there's a Republican, but the thing is, some of the issues that these progressives care about are actually being addressed under Republicans. People don't understand this. Republicans are not all about no. What they're about is about accountability. They're about letting individuals succeed. Let's look at the marijuana industry. See, Hillary Clinton wants to make it Schedule 2. Well, if it's Schedule 2, that means the pharmaceutical lobbyists are going to make a ton of money, and they're already buying up these little marijuana companies. Whereas the Republican Party and libertarians are saying, let's just declassify it and just let the free market work. I'm a free market conservative. I'm a social liberal. If you looked at me on policies about gay rights, about diversity, about a lot of issues, you'd say, oh my God, she's a Dem. But when you look at accountability, fiscal conservatism, when you look at basically taxation issues, I do not think that big bureaucracies can manage an industry better than people that are actually using that industry. I think the banking industry is a very good example. So I've got a lot more examples, but I've got to go back into research mode. I took a little bit of break. I thought I was not going to do the conventions because, people connected to the establishment, people that know my research skills and know how awesome I am, they told me to stay away from the Republican convention because of security and that people that buy my drinks weren't going to be there. Well, the fact is they were there, but they weren't having fun. What they were doing was they were making deals. And basically what the deal is that we cannot continue with, as a country, with the crony capitalism the way it is today. We have to create jobs in America. So Donald Trump, with infrastructure, even if he's just a 4-year president, it's okay. And maybe what we can do is buy earplugs for like everybody in case he makes some of those wacky comments. But he did choose Pence, and Pence is a bit of a stabilizer. And when you look at Clinton, who did she choose? She chose somebody that's just like her, somebody that took money from big businesses, from lobbyists, a man that's basically part of the problem, well, just like Hillary. And she made a great comment today. Oh, I did not know what was in those emails. And this is about Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Yeah, well, this is the best part, is that, excuse me, Hillary, I'm so tired of saying, I did not know about that email. I do not know about that email. I've already talked to my focus group, and they were already like, not liking Hillary, and every time Hillary says, I had no idea, she looks either dumber or more corrupt and more corrupt. Hillary, you cannot win. You have to be transparent. You lied to too many people, and now we are going to work and form. You can get all your establishment and celebrities and everybody that's got money, but there's a lot more Republicans, Democrats, progressives that don't have money. We are at the same income disparity as we were during the Great Depression. That means there are just as many poor people, more poor people, and a few rich people. We're losing the middle class. And what Donald Trump wants to do with his infrastructure deal, he wants to bring back the middle class. And I don't see Hillary projecting that. And if she does make any proposals, they're going to have all of her little friends have got their fingers in it. And I'll tell more about that later. Because they do contracts the Clinton way. And that is, if you're my friend, pretty much a no-bid deal. Not too fair. Take care. More soon. I'll be live from Philadelphia tomorrow. And my plants are inside because, baby, it's hot outside. Well, almost as hot as the Democratic convention. See you later. Bye.